Hey, so I just got done shampooing my hair and conditioning it, and I went on ahead and bit the bullet and colored my edges, y'all. Sometimes I just cannot deal with that gray. It made me look so tired when my hair is not done, if you know what that means. So I'm gonna flip this side, and you can see it's just a rinse. It'll be back. Gray hair is undefeated in this time. So, but this is what I'm going to do. While I do my hair, I'm going to just talk to you a little bit about what's going on with Love Your Crown, and some things that I've been going through. And I'm just gonna do some full disclosure. That's what I do best, and that's what I'm going to do. So I am determined to make you love your crown and to love me as well. Okay, so now I have my hair all sectioned up, and what I'm going to do are my mini twists. I haven't done them in a minute, and so I'm just going to be talking to you about some things that you may be doing that you don't know that you're doing that may be harming your natural hair. I know I learned something from it. So as I style my hair, I'm gonna be talking to you about the science of hair. Sometimes because y'all are all queens, y'all are all smart, to my kings and queens who may watch this video who have natural hair, and just feel like you just cannot get and understand why your hair is not responding to the things that you do. It's just 3 tips, just 3 things that you may be doing that may be harming your hair. So as I get started, I like to tackle the hardest part first, which is in the back. My back area is, of course, where most of your hair is as well. Maybe, I hope so. And you just want to section it off. You never want to just get in your hair and it's not sectioned off. You just cannot. You're going to miss some things. You're going to miss some strands. On wash day, you want every strand of your hair touched with product. This is when you're going to get that moisture in, and you're going to lock it in. And we're going to talk about that while we go ahead and start, okay? So the products that I will be using, I already applied my leave-in when I section my hair. And then I have my mango hair butter. And I have my Coco Shea curl cream. I have my hair growth oil, which is the hair comeback oil. And then I have some braiding and twisting grip glaze, which is just going to help my twist stay in place while I do it. So I'm just going to go ahead and uncap and start with my dialogue here. I do have a script to the side so that I don't miss anything that I want to discuss with you. And also I do have this new moisturizer, this mist that I'm going to, it's in trial. It's being tested. It's in the testing phase. And this is simply water, glycerin. I have some aloe vera juice and some oils in it. And this is going to help hydrate your hair throughout the week, the way you don't have to add more product. So it's still in testing and not available, but I will be using it to hydrate, because I'm sure by the time I get to the front, I'm going to need to add some moisture to it. So one thing that you may be doing to your hair that just may not be working is the no oil, no butter method. Are you harming your natural hair? The first method I want to talk about is the no oil and no butter method. Do you know that hair is primarily made of protein and keratin? However, it also is made with oil. Oil makes up the integrity of our hair. Our hair is very lipophilic, which means that it loves oil. In order for your hair to retain length, it has to be able to maintain moisture. Dry hair has no flexibility and is prone to breakage. When manipulated, the flexibility will come from a water-based moisturizer or conditioner. The thing about water is that it is made to evaporate, and in order to retain the moisture that we put into our hair, we have to seal it, and that is with oils and butters. When oil and butter is applied to the cuticle, it is going to adsorb, A-D-S-O-R-B. This means the oil or butter will bind the cuticle and maintain the moisture. It will bind the cuticle to maintain the moisture. Our oils are not made the same. Knowing which oil your hair is compatible with and seals best will ensure that your hair will maintain the moisture once applied. A myth that hair grease, oils, and butters prevent your hair from growing is simply not true. If you experience heavy product buildup, this is where shampooing comes in, which leads to my next harmful thing that you may be doing to your hair, which is co-washing. Co-washing simply adds more product on top of the buildup. If you're concerned about product buildup, that is where shampooing your scalp and hair comes in, which brings me to another popular habit that can affect your hair, which is co-washing over shampooing. Co-wash ingredient list contains a lot of alcohol, and the cleansing ingredient or surfactant is low on the ingredient list. Co-washes are good for your hair, but not the scalp, which is where healthy hair begins. You are simply adding another creamy ingredient to the scalp. A lot of the ingredients in co-washes can cause buildup very easily. Shampoo is for the scalp and conditioner is for the hair. You may be wondering, what does product buildup do? Number one, it blocks hair follicles, which can lead to your hair not growing, and it can cause bacteria on the scalp. And it disturbs the pH, which happens when you don't shampoo. The last habit that could possibly harm your hair is styling. I am very guilty of this. Number one, heat. Heat, mainly the flat iron process. No matter what anyone says, this damages your hair and changes your curl pattern. 2, braids and wigs. Now, I am a believer in protective style. I do believe in them, but we must do them in the correct way. Before you get any style that will have your hair braided, you need to do a protein treatment. The worst thing you can do to your hair is put it up for months in a dry, damaged state. Many stylists like to blow dry your hair prior to braiding because it's easier or more convenient for them, but it is a double no if your hair is dry, brittle, and damaged. And let me say this. I know that sometimes we just want a different look. We have to have our hair looking decent and in order. And I promise you that if you take the time to get to know your hair, you will find a style that is very doable for you without harming your hair. So hopefully you take all of these tips that I have given in a way that it is given, which is from my heart, because I am guilty of many of these things. I just applied heat to my hair less than a month ago, and I do have some heat damage at the end, and you will see that at the end of the video. Thank you, and if you have any questions or concerns, please put me a message in the comment section, and I promise I will return it, and we can talk about these things. That's what I'm here for. Push it to the limit, I can't go no more. Red light, no way, I'm coming back home. Okay, so I'm done with the back. This is always the hardest part, is doing the back. So now that I'm at the front, you can really get to see, how I apply my products and in the order. So I'm going to use my moisturizer. You know what? I'm getting a low battery signal. So I'm going to get done with this section and I'm going to get my charger. So as you know, these oils and these butters, these are very important to our hair, as you heard me discussing earlier. But it's all in how you apply your product. You have got to find what works for you. And most of our hair is not too different. You know, it's not. It's all in your porosity and how your hair accepts moisture and how you seal it. So this is the only thing I'm doing different this time with these mini twists, is that I'm applying my grip glaze to the section. I don't know how that's gonna do, but I want this to stay in place. I want to stretch my twist out for at least a week or two. I don't want to take these down. But see, the problem always comes when they start looking tattered and worn and beat down. And less manipulation is always best for our hair. And the everyday styling, if you can find a way to put your hair up and not mess with it, then you're going to always see the best results in your hair. And then you always want to make sure that you are twisting from the root. You want to get it tight as you can at the root. And then keep it tight all the way down. That's how it will stay in place. And then you just want to twist it until you can't twist anymore. And I'm going to grab some more grip glaze because I want these to stay in place. The problem that I run into with my twists is that they start to unravel. And so usually on my side sections, it's always maybe 3 to 4 sections. It just depends on, you know, how I feel, if I want to stretch it out. I am about to have a hot flash. Yeah, so this one will be 3 sections. And I'm just twisting as tight as I can get it. And then I may put some clips in it to help stretch it to where it's not as tight. I do have some clips. I don't have them out with me now. So once I get done, if I decide to do it, I will show it to you till it dries. And I'm just going to put some more grip glaze on the end. I'm trying not to cut my fan on until I get done with this section. There we go. Give me some grip glaze. Now this front, I'm gonna make sure I put some grip glaze on it because this twist here is toward my edges and it's not as thick. And I think that this twist out would be one of the better ones. I'm gonna leave my edges out a little bit. This would be the best one because of my prep and I'm not really rushing. And I'm telling y'all, with my products, I do not cut corners. I use pure butters, pure oils. My techniques are proven and they are sure. And the state of my hair is a testament to the quality of my products. You know, you have a lot of celebrities who have come out with these lines. And, you know, let's just, you know, support across the board. You know me. You know, I hope you do. If you don't know me personally, you know my work and my dedication. And this has become such a labor of love, and it's like joy and pain. It's like joy and pain here. I'm just trying to make sure that my strands are as even as I can get them in this small section. And you can do this. You can do this. You can set aside, give yourself a 2 to 3 hour window to do your hair on wash day. That time is dedicated to your hair. Don't try to, you know, if you don't have a technique, don't try to apply your own technique in the beginning. try my technique first, and if that doesn't work, then you start to tweak it, you know, onto what works best for you. You know, you may not want to wear your hair twisted all day, all week, or whatever, and you don't have to. If you twist your hair as soon as it dries, I've done this style and taken my hair down the next day, you know, and worn it for 2 weeks. You know, it's all up to you, you know, how you want to wear your hair. Okay, so we're done. We are done. My hands, my fingers are pruned up. This took a total of maybe right at 2 hours to do. And I did go put on my lashes because I was looking tired and through while I was doing it. But let's do a 360 and let's see this, the twist all the way in the back. Uh-oh, I'm shaking the table. And as they dry, oh Lord, as they dry, they will get a little lighter. Right now they're a little heavy because all the products, excuse my nails, y'all. And they will become lighter. Now this piece right here, this is some heat damage from when I was blow drying my hair, and I went through that phase. But as you heard me say, you know, those are some of the possible ways that we harm our natural hair. And we only do these things because we're not happy with our result, and we have to stick with it. Tanya is not an expert in no way, shape, or form. I may call myself an expert on my hair, but as far as your hair, you need to learn how to master your hair. And another thing, putting these braids, this heavy hair, on thin hair. If you are struggling, if your hair on your head in your natural state is short and brittle, and you have a lot of thinning spots, a lot of thin spots that are visible to the eye, I do not suggest you getting these heavy braids. Your hair on your head cannot support that heavy hair. And what you will end up doing is causing traction, alopecia, and you will continue to have thinning. That's not going to help your hair. Most of the time, you put your hair up in these braids and you don't do anything with it. You just forget about it until it's time to take it down. And you leave the hair, the braids in there for like 2 months, 3 months. 4 weeks is the longest that you need to leave braids in. You need to take your hair down and you need to see about your hair. Anyway, that's enough of my soapbox. Y'all done heard enough of my mouth. I just wanted to show y'all my finished product on my twist. And y'all have a wonderful day. And again, the products that I used on my hair for styling, I used the hair growth oil. I used the mango hair butter moisturizer, and I used the Cocoa Shea curl cream. All of these are available, and if you want them, please feel free to message me. I don't know what's going on with my website, but just reach out to me. I can always send you an invoice. Right now my business is not supporting paying for my website. Look, it's a struggle. It is. But anyway, y'all have a wonderful night and happy hair. Happy hair. Love your crown. Bye-bye.